them a better answer than you would us.
I could trust them with it. A couple things. We have a schedule change this week. We're playing Monday night, so we push everything back. So, Wednesday's Tuesday, Thursday's Wednesday, Friday's Thursday, Saturday's Friday. Got it? That's the plan. We'll leave. Tuesday is actually Monday, and Monday just is kind of a extra day. Make sense? So today really doesn't exist. We're actually not here. You know? So yeah, that's it. Then I guess we did something really cool. The Helping Our Mission had the coat drive. Craig Singletary in our security department has been heading that up for over 10 years now. It's awesome. Putting together coats and all kind of different winter gear for the Helping Out Mission guys, who are a great group. They got a huge group in there. I had to be 70, 80 guys that we were with this morning who are just great people, working hard to get on track. And then a big raffle. Well, it wasn't really a raffle. It was a question and answer. You had to answer Ravens questions to get Ravens gear. So, and the pastor that was doing it, he's tough, man. You had to be spot on. He wasn't cutting anybody any slack when they were wrong. So it was all good. It was a great moment, and it's a great group down there Helping Out Mission. So what do you have? What questions do you have?
Now, we've been talking about the pass rush a lot, and sort of in a negative way, but yesterday, 7 sacks. Was it scheme, everyone was hustling? What was the secret behind the pressure that you guys had on Watson?
Right, well, to answer that question in the framework of the way you're asking it, I would have to agree with the negative way they were all the questions, the assumption that it was bad before, and it wasn't bad before. It was good before. So nothing's different. We just got there. And I thought the coverage did a great job, of course. But we'd been getting quarterback hits up until that point. A couple guys had slipped out at times on scrambles, and we were chasing them down at other times. So I really think the pass rush has been good all year. I just have never really agreed with that. I've never agreed with that up here. So, but the fact that we got the 7 sacks and got the reward this game is awesome. And I'm happy that they did that. I'm happy that they got him down. There was one, I think, was 10.3 seconds, I heard. At least our D-line coach told me that because the coverage was so good. I think the first sack actually was 10.3 seconds. So that's pretty unheard of. I think it's an NFL record. And if I'm wrong about that, correct me, but I was told that by our D-line coach. So he was proud of it because of the effort, the effort it takes in coverage and in chasing down and keeping them in there, quarterback like Deshaun Watson. So that was a big part of it.
Did yesterday in any fashion surprise you in the way things played out and the way that you guys jumped all over them? And that is, in Deshaun's career, going back to college, that hasn't happened, where he had fallen behind the way he has. Did you sort of envision anything of that nature? I know you expect to win every game.
You do. You expect things to work. We don't really think about outcomes as much. You don't sit there and say, I think it's going to be this. The game's going to go this way or that way. You kind of think more about, how you're going to try to operate from one play to the next and what the process is going to be. So in that sense, it did play out the way we hoped it would in a lot of ways. There's still plenty of things that we didn't do as well as we need to, that we need to work on and we need to improve on. That's what our guys will be focusing on and building on the good things. But I just thought the way the guys played is what led to the outcome.
And you were very complimentary of Josh Bynes a couple weeks ago, being able to come off the street. Pecco, I guess, with a similar situation. Was he physically kind of where you expected him to be, and how did he hold up?
Who's that?
Pecco, since he.
Yeah. Both he and Jelly. They both did a great job. I thought both those guys stepped right in there, and you have to give them a lot of credit. To your point, Aaron, step in there like that, off the street, so to speak. They hadn't been playing for the last few weeks, and to be in that kind of shape, that's not easy to do. And they got over 20 plays apiece out there, and did a heck of a job. So it's really good for our team. It gives us depth. It gives us top level depth, starter type level depth across the board. Worm played really well. Of course, Brandon played really well. The tackles did a nice job, and the ends played well. I thought our whole front played well. So yeah, it was a big deal. It was a big plus for us.
Did those guys have to do the conditioning test the same way?
No, not this time.
Are there some sort of, guess,
No,
test to make sure
no,
that.
not at this point. We're not trying to make them too sore for the game, when they come in here on a Wednesday.
Along those lines.
You're vicious.
I'm just curious how if there's a way to test that they are.
No, you just hope they are, and they were at this point.
Along those lines, do you have any sense of where Mike is in his progress as coming back from the
Got a chance. I mean, he had a chance for Sunday. I was told he had a chance for Sunday. He didn't make it. I mean, you start trying to predict things and you don't know. I'm told he's got I assume he's got a better chance for this Sunday, and I'm kind of counting on him right now. But you just never know how healing's going to go.
Gus Edwards had that huge long touchdown yesterday. When you have a capable running attack like that, and be able to break runs again late in the game, I mean, how key is that for your offense? I mean, as far as not only do you wear teams down, you have guys who can get the home run hitter near the end, who can break the game open.
Well, yeah. I mean, gosh, what a great run, and also with that some downfield blocks. A couple weeks ago, Seth Roberts had a 30-yard block downfield, and then yesterday Miles Boykin had a 30-yard block downfield. I think those type of things that you get from wide receivers, we talk about it all the time, but you don't always see it. And that's, I think, what a lot of times makes those runs go. Although offensive line, backs, tight ends blocking, and then the backs running. Gus made two great runs during the game that were popped, once in the first, once in the second half. So he played a really great game. Of course, Mark played a great game. Both those guys got game balls after the game for setting the tone, the way they're running the ball.
Have you been with what Gus has done? I mean, it's a different role for him this year with Mark coming in, but it just feels like from a short yardage standpoint, even though he hasn't gotten a lot of attention, he's really been big in converting for you guys in that way.
Gus has played really well. I mean, Gus is playing at a really high level. He's got a very big role in our team. He takes it seriously, and he wants to produce too. He wants to make these big runs like you're talking about, and he wants to do all those things. And I think he's stepped up to the plate very well every time he's been out there.
I think the outside perspective on looking at those two running backs is that they're the same kind of player, but do you think they are more similar than they are different in terms of their running style?
They're similar in a lot of ways. They're both downhill guys, good vision. They're just strong guys, and they're north-south runners. They're different. But you watch them, they're different. In the way they run, rather than put a bunch of adjectives on it. I think you can see it. They're not the same back at all. I think they both bring unique skills to it, like any two people or any two athletes do. And I like the way they complement each other. I really do. I think they are different enough to give the defense some issues, with their different styles and how they run.
John, you've obviously faced the challenge of going coast to coast a number of times. Had a great game against Seattle. Does having on Monday night, adding that day, having that extra day, does that help if you're going to go coast to coast? I know you say the schedule's a schedule, but I'm just curious.
I don't honestly know. I don't know. We'll just be speculating, We've gone out there on Monday night, haven't we, in the past? We've been everywhere on Monday night. It's like Johnny Cash. We've been everywhere, man, on Monday night. Just not at Baltimore. Everywhere but Baltimore. I'm not complaining. But I don't know. I think it's just something that we deal with, and we'll be excited. The extra day will be good for us in terms of getting ourselves ready and getting rested. But they have the extra day, too, so I don't think it's an advantage. They're at home, that's nice for them. But then we got to come back on a short week, and the Niners will be playing Sunday, and we'll be playing Monday night. We won't get back here till Tuesday morning, probably 8 in the morning or something like that, and we'll be right into San Francisco preparation on Thanksgiving week. So that's another set of challenges. So, you think about all that stuff going forward, but it is what it is. Everybody faces those things.
The offensive play callers, they all have kind of their different personality as far as how they call games. With Greg, what impresses you the most on how he calls a game and how he lays out the plan maybe throughout the week?
Yeah, he does a great job. I think Greg just is really he's doing a great job. He includes his staff really well. I think he does a great job of incorporating all the different guys in the staff in different roles. That's very well organized, and I think it's a collaboration with those guys. And Greg is obviously the leader, and he's doing a great job. It's unique how he does it, but he does it based around the players that we have, quarterback, offensive line, tight ends, all of our guys. He does a great job with that, according to what he thinks he's going to see on defense. There's so many factors to it. It's hard to even just to sit here and list it all, because it's not ever going to be one thing. But just suffice to say, I think he's really good. I have a lot of respect for him, and I'm really happy with the job he's doing.
with D'Anthony Thomas, the one ball he put on the ground, was that just a matter of he should have called a fair catch, and how do you kind of evaluate how he's done through 2 weeks?
D'Anthony's doing a good job. Yeah, he probably should have called a fair catch on that. You know, he didn't have a lot of opportunity to catch it. I don't know. We'll send that in and see if it was catch interference or not. But yeah, you want the ball caught. But he's done a good job. I have a lot of confidence in him. The kickoff, he should have gone up and caught that one. You know, that's probably just more of a fact of understanding how we do it here, communication-wise, between the upbacks and him. He's only been here 2 weeks, so we probably haven't covered everything as well as we need to on that one. I would have wanted to see him go catch that one and roll. So.
John, you talked about, you know, how well the offensive lines are playing in Joe D and Josh Jones. With a guy like Aaron Donald, it seems like obviously a great player. They're moving him around a lot. What kind of specific challenges does he present for what's coming up this week?
They are. I mean, hey, the challenge is blocking him, you know, and he's just got an uncanny ability to subtly get guys off their grass and go where he wants to go, which is basically straight ahead through where they were. I mean, he makes moves in tight areas better than anybody probably in the league with the way he rushes the passer. And he also in the run game, it's kind of the same thing. And he did it in Pitt. He's doing the same thing now. It's just the way he is. So the challenge is blocking him. The other thing we have to do is know where he's at, as you said. He's everywhere. You know, he's been everywhere on the defensive line. So, yeah, it's a big one. But not just him. They got a heck of a front, really good linebackers. We'll get more into these guys as the week goes on. I really don't have a scouting report for them yet, but, you know, watched them on TV last night. Defense looked good. I heard from Weddle a lot up until today, you know.
With Lamar, the crescendo for the MVP and all that is rising, but has he kept completely even keel? Is it really still with him all about winning? And does he just shrug that off as if it's, you know, extra noise, I guess?
Yes, yes, and yes. He's done all that, you know, and he's done a great job of that, and I'll be absolutely expecting him to continue to do just what you're talking about. The whole team, you know, we have a lot of work to do, and you know, bouquets, they're bait. That's what they are, you know. So no one can compliment us now. It's too late. You know, we've got way too much work to do, and we've got things to accomplish. Starting with the Rams on Monday night, it's going to be a big challenge. And that's what I know our guys will be focusing. I have total confidence in that.
Have you been on a roll like this in your coaching career before? Not with the Ravens, but maybe at a different level?
I don't remember. I really don't. I don't remember.
Seth Roberts, with Seth Roberts, just what have you seen from him this season? Kind of like the question about Gus earlier, you know, a guy who is making impacts when he's given the opportunity, gets a big touchdown catch.
It's just such a good point. I mean, Seth, you know, receivers want to catch the ball. You know, they run routes. So I grade these guys. You know, and I give Seth a lot of pluses for how he runs routes. You know, he runs some great routes out there and gets open. Sometimes the ball doesn't come his way. Doesn't mean he doesn't run a great route the next time, and that's what he does. And he ran another great route and got a touchdown catch. You know, and he's always blocking really hard. I mean, this guy's a really good football player, really good football player, playing really well. And to see him make the play, you're happy as a coach. You know, someone asked me last night. I think it was one of you guys asked me about how it feels to when Lamar makes a run like that. Right? It was Bruce Cunningham, I think, and what it feels when he makes a run like that, makes a play. And I just thought later about it. You know, it's like, it feels the same way as it does when Gus Edwards makes a run, or Seth Roberts makes a catch, or Josh Bynes makes an interception, you know, or Tyus Bowser makes a sack. It feels the exact same way as a coach when all those guys do those things. So, to your point, to see Seth do that is it's awesome. And you know, we have a lot of guys that are capable of making a lot of plays, and that's what gives me a lot of confidence going forward.
John, you're going to get on me for another one of my stupid questions. But when you watched the game last night with the Rams, do you watch it with the volume on? Do you watch it with a beer, or is there because I know
All the above.
I know you splice up tape during the week and you have specific things you look at, but do you watch a game just like I watch a game?
Yeah. I watch it like a fan. Yeah, I watch it like a fan. I'm usually listening to the. It depends who it is. I like Collinsworth and Al Michaels, so I listen to them. You know, and they're on Sunday night. So I like Tony Dungy, and I sometimes like Rodney Harrison. He knows that. But yeah, I mean, I watch it like you guys do. Watch it, you know. I'm watching, you know, see who's playing well and kind of what they look like. But I would say there's no, I'm not really, breaking the thing down for fronts and coverages and all that, just kind of enjoying it.
Which announcers don't you care?
Kevin knows.
Have they done your games this year?
Yes.
Sure.
You guys are down a little bit.
John, could Chris Moore be an option this week again?
Yeah, I'm really hopeful for Chris. I really do. It just depends with the thumb if he can get out there and play, and they're working on the cast. The first week was tough because, you got a broken thumb and it jams it around a little bit. And then last week was a lot better. He looked pretty good. We can protect it. He's just got to feel good running and doing the things he's got to do with his hands. So I think he's got a real good shot, but it'll be really up to him and how it feels.
And you mentioned Eric Weddle a little bit before. You obviously told us about how beneficial he was to have on your defense, but looking at it from the other side, what does an offense have to do to make sure that, maybe his intelligence isn't, mucking up the game plan?
I don't know how you can counteract his intelligence other than just know that he kind of knows, I guess. He knows how to match routes. He'll recognize formations. He'll get his guys lined up, and he'll be in the right spots. And he's making plays. He's playing very well, making tackles. He's making plays on the ball. He looks like he's always looked to me, and he's got a pretty good corner out there with him now, Ramsey, and he's also got another young corner on the other side who he's kind of, I can tell he's working with, who's playing well. So yeah, Eric's Eric.
You guys have any questions? You're welcome to.
Yes, sir.
So after rattling off 6 victories in a row like that, how do you keep the team even keel as you roll into for instance, an opponent like the Rams that you don't see better in 4 years?
Well, I mean, to me, it's you can't address it now. It's too late. I like to think that our training and our discipline kicks in. In this moment when we have an opportunity. I mean, when you face triumph or disaster, as the old poem goes, you treat those two imposters just the same. It's not about outcomes; it's about process, and do things right in a disciplined way. You got a chance to be successful. No matter what you face. And as you guys would say, failure is not an option, right? When you go on that mission, and you guys all play all road games. Last time I checked, let's keep it that way, right? Hoo-ah. We want road games, in the military. And you got to go on the road. It's like we got to go on the road. You got to win. You got to come back with a win. And that's going to be because you're disciplined, you're well trained, you have each other's back, and you do things the way they're supposed to be done, right? And that's what I'm trusting our guys to do, just the same. Yep.
Last week, Steve Young reported that Lamar Jackson should watch Deshaun Watson play the quarterback position. I'm just wondering what your thoughts are on that. And also, I'm wondering what you say to critics that say that his development is being stifled with his style of play.
I wasn't listening to the critics, the so-called experts before. Why change and listen to them now? I think Steve Young's great. Leave it at that.
Good.
John, sorry, not those lines. How was the actual helicopter ride on?
How was the helicopter ride? It was amazing. Yeah. Except I cut my head getting on there. You got a big kick out of that. You thought that was the funniest thing. I hit my head. I got on there. I was just a little bit. I don't know. I just hit my head on something and scraped, and it felt fine. And then the pilot comes around and he goes, "You okay, coach?" I go, "Yeah, I'm fine." He goes, "Well, you got blood like running down your face right here." So he gave me he had a rag and it cleaned it off. It's like, oh my God. Of course, I wish somebody would have got a picture of that, Oh, it would have been great.
He was being Y.A. Tittle.
Yeah, I felt like Y.A. Tittle. Remember Y.A. Tittle on the field, hunched over? You guys know that picture, right? I tell you, when the helicopter goes sideways, and you're looking down, right? That's pretty cool. Coach Cowher was on there with us too. Did you guys know that? Coach Cowher went on there, and he had this jacket on, this little windbreaker jacket that he brought with him, and we brought him a coat. Now they brought me a coat too, it was a Ravens coat. Now I had a pretty decent coat on, so I I didn't need a coat. But they offered him a Ravens coat, and he refused it, on moral grounds, I guess, So by the end of the thing, Kevin asked him, "How you doing?" He said, "I'm really cold, Kevin. Really cold."
Really cold, and I have to go to the bathroom.
I didn't say that. You said that. But that was kind of cool, too, because we had gone up on a couple Blackhawks in Iraq in 2008 with the coaches deal. So it kind of brought back a memory there. And our players really had fun with Coach Cowher, too. And he was great with the team, really awesome with the team. And, it's an old-school ball coach, and a lot of respect there. So it was good. Anything else, you guys? Yes, sir.
So can you compare the difference or the similarity between the Super Bowl team and this year's team?
No, I cannot. I don't do comparison questions, as these guys well know. And, you don't. You know what they're and I would say this team, until this team wins a Super Bowl, there is no comparison. So let's keep our eye on the prize. You know what I mean? And the prize is, the process is, we got to get there. And we got to win the next game to, take the next step to get where we got to go. You like that answer? That's the right answer. Well, great.
All right.
Thanks for coming out. Oh, you got one more?
Yes. Coach, who inspired you to be the man you are today?
My wife. How's that? You like that? Yeah? My wife inspires me every single day. Yeah, but just blessed. We had great parents, right? We have great parents, and I thank God every day for the people that influence me. We hope we all feel that way about the people in our lives. So, all right, thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys. See you later.